All right, Shalom. We'll start first by giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect, those that will see salvation, that are sincerely seeking salvation from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that will get that in the kingdom of heaven. Shalom. That entrance into the kingdom of heaven. Now, what are we talking about here? The whole idea of lineups and edge ups, man. It's like some of you jakes, man, don't understand something so simple as this. Just as simple as wearing your natural hairline. The Most High made your hairline as crooked as with the widow peaks, whatever that come with it, the balding, like this guy right here, right now. This guy, as far as I know, isn't an Hebrew Israelite as far as his belief, but by nature he is. This is a Jake. This is a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, right? That's what the children of Israel are. Well, he's on YouTube perpetuating what our people have already in their minds, man, that it's okay to have a crispy hairline, to have, that's to finish the look. I look clean. The Most High defined what your look should be when he created you. When we were created back in the time of Adam, he knew what we would look like. We're in his image, Now we're not the model peak definition of that today, the standard of his image today, but look how far away we come. We can't even wear our natural hairline or understand that our hairlines are perfect because that's what the Heavenly Father gave to us. So if you're like this guy in this video, you can watch the video if you want, whatever. But I'm just using his picture of this as an example. But in his video, he was saying, a lot of men, this is not a manly quality, or lack self-esteem about their hairline, because women perpetuate if they're interested in a man because of his hairline. Well, this right here, man, forget you women, man. Y'all don't know nothing. It's a lot of you pussy begging men out there, man. You Queen of Heaven worshipers that want to do what you care what women think about you. They like you anyway. If you rock that George Jefferson with the U, with the natural around the sides and in the back and balding on top, guess what? A little puff of hair on top, guess what? You rock that with confidence, a woman will be with you. Probably a better woman that's only worried about what your looks are. That's the problem. You guys are of the flesh and you're of the world. You're not of the spirit, man. You guys don't know how to be of the spirit. And that's why Yahweh Shai has to come back to set the world on straight, to put righteousness back in the earth. Because a lot of you guys, man, you got to let that go. That's a whole worldly mentality that we don't need to partake in. It was never our custom before, and it's not our custom now. It was something passed on by a heathen that we gravitated onto, and our slave masters perpetuated, and now women pushed it, and now look. Because now what you got is this. Matter of fact, real quick, let me get that script on that real quick. Because it's in the law of the Bible. You call yourselves Christians, right? And you pastors out there, you go up there with your extra crispy hairlines and all of this stuff, but you ain't telling them the truth that we're not supposed to be breaking that law in the Bible, right? So this is Leviticus 19 and verse 27. It says, "Ye shall not round the corners of your head," that bald head cut like he had, "neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard." And here's another with tattoos and all that. "And ye shall not make any cuttings into your flesh, nor prints or any marks upon you. I am the Lord." That's the part that you don't understand, man. You guys lack understanding when it comes to that, man. You guys are so beaten down, self-esteem in this country, especially in America, but in this world, in this current state, that you're not happy with who you are. That's why you look at our women and they want to, the so-called black woman or the Hispanic woman, they want to be the Edomite woman. They're chasing after the blonde hair or the bright red, fiery hair and all that. Man, that ain't for us. Our natural looks are more than good enough. Thus says Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's just what it is, man. It's good enough. If not, he wouldn't have created us to look the ways we look naturally, right? So let's go into a couple deeper things here. I went into the word metrosexual, right? Because that's a part of metrosexual. Having your hair all extra crispy and lined up like that, that's metrosexual. It says a young, funny, it's got to be with the young, right? A young, urban, heterosexual male with liberal political views, an interest in fashion, and a refined sense of taste. Some of those right there are liberal. We're supposed to be more conservative. To what line? To the line of the Bible. Hebrew Israelites, you're supposed to be conservative according to the Bible on your views. Political or spiritual views, supposed to be conservative, right? It says, because there's a fine line. Once you cross that line, you're now broken the spiritual laws. That's our problem. Oh, this one thing's okay. That one thing's okay. Well, now we got 10 things wrong, and all the way down to where we're at today, where our laws and our sense of heritage is now diluted into the world, trying to be worshiping women and other things because that's what we think society wants from us, but that's far from it. Anyway, it says, an interest in fashion, that's a feminine quality, to have that interest in fashion. Not if you like clothes or whatever, but look at the type of clothes that our so-called men wear today. Pants hanging off their ass. They wear extra tight clothing now. They're blonde in their hair. The men are now even blonde in their hair. That's metrosexual. And when I went into this word metrosexual, look what I found. It says origin, metro, and homosexual equals metrosexual. Right there. Metro and homosexual. Metro meaning urban or of the city, and homosexual. That's you. That was created for you Jakes. That was a cool way to put you Jakes in an effeminate mind state. Right? It just popped up a few years back. Right? So I'm going to go a little further. A couple scripts. Let me go to that in Peter. Matter of fact, before I go to 1 Peter, no, I am going to go to 1 Peter. Salaki. Let me go to it. Chapter 4. We want the 4th verse. No. Salaki, it's not Peter's. Salak. It's the book of James. James 4. Yep. It says, James chapter 4, verse 4, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High God? Because you guys seek after flesh. That's the problem. You metrosexuals out there, you brothers, I'm calling y'all brothers, man. Just take the rebuke and get right with it, man. You guys are still desiring parts of the world. We should clearly here at Great Millstone, there should be no issue with the laws of the Bible here at Great Millstone. We get on IUIC and these other camps about the law. We have to be the first ones to follow the law to the very best of our ability, so we know what can be followed and what cannot be followed. And when we see something that can be followed, like hair lineups and all of that, hair lineups and whatever else, that's uncalled for, man. There's no reason for you to have the Clippers doing all that, man. No reason for that. That's friendship of the world right there. Hey, if the Lord blessed you with this, rock that. Because look, something I noticed with this is for those brothers that do have the thinning hair at the top and all of that, guess what they usually have? They usually have the really thick, righteous beard. Now, I'm a Gadite, and I can't grow a beard like that. I go a little fuzz on goatee around the mustache and all of that, but I can't get that deep in the corners on my face. I can't get my deep lion's mane, that real manly quality. So, that's a blessing to be able to have that. And I know those brothers have that thinning hair at the top when they have that really thick, good beard, So you can't be worried about what the world thinks about you. Anyway, it says, Ye adulterers, is back in James 4:4, says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High God? Whosoever shall be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High God. If you're a friend of the world, trying to appease people's eyes in the world, and if you got self-esteem issues, this isn't for you. Because there's going to be a hang-up somewhere. You're going to see somebody, you're going to want to take your garment off. This ain't for that, man. This is for people that are sincerely about Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. If you're not about them, this truth ain't for you. If you can't keep the hair on your head, man, this thing ain't for you. Straight up. And go to another one right quick. We're going to go to Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. I think it's verse 9. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9 said, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves of mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High God. But the key word there was nor effeminate. So what we're going to do now, go into the blue letter, look up the word effeminate. I looked that word up. It's malakos. So let me go into there. In fact, I'll go back to show you exactly where I got it from. This is it. Let me go all the way up to it. Effeminate right there. Malakos. Let me show you the scripture so you get it. Right here it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, neither idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate. So let's go back down to effeminate in the Greek. Yes, here we do go into words. You must go into these words to get the full understanding, right? Now, we already saw that it said homosexual and metro together equals metrosexual. Homosexual, it didn't say heterosexual. It said homosexual and metro equals the creation of the word metrosexual. Right? Even though the definition tried to tell you something else. They try to make it like it's for that, but it's based in homosexuality. Let me go to it to show y'all again. Metrosexual definition. It said young urban heterosexual male. Even though you're heterosexual, you have all these feminine qualities about you. Political views, liberal political views, interest in fashion, and a refined sense of taste. That is a homosexual. Those are homosexual qualities defined by the world. Particularly, but they have attributed them to heterosexual males now, and it comes from an homosexual compound word. Metro versus homosexual, metrosexual. So tie that in. Now let's go back into the blue letter because this is going to tie you in. It's not supposed to be this way. Soft to the touch, effeminate, of a catamite, a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man. When you look at this younger generation right now, walking around with their pants hanging down below their ass cheeks, showing their underwear, if you didn't know that was a sign in prison saying that you down with the DL or whatever what that is, you know, you're like a male prostitute in jail. That's pretty much what that's saying. It's man cleavage to look at a man's ass cheeks, but that's commonplace in the world. That was something that was only particular to the jailhouse. Now that's in our streets. It's a part of our culture now. That homosexual act that began in the origins in prison, wearing your pants down like that so other inmates knew that you was with that. Guess what? That's now on our streets, and that's now the energy on our children. All along with this whole homosexual vibration, they call it metrosexual. That's how you destroy a people. And you women You mothers out there, you're the main culprits of pushing this. Yeah, the dads aren't in the home, but guess what? You're not trying to change it. You like that. You perpetuate pink shirts and purple shirts on and pastel colored shirts on boys and men. You know? Because you become the leaders of these households, like it says in Isaiah the 3rd chapter. I think it's the 12th verse. Children of their oppressors and women rule over them. They which lead thee cause thee to err. You women are leading our people to err, being the head of these households, because you have no backbone, nor do you know what's right and what's wrong. You don't know how to deal with a sound mind with a man or a daughter, a son or a daughter. Yeah, so Tommy Sotomayor is actually correct by getting on you. Now, he has other for the one angle that he's in, is truth in that angle. Getting on you women, especially the so-called black woman, because you're the head woman of all the tribes. The Judite woman. But look, it says, a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man, a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness. What is that? Homosexuality. Of a male prostitute. This is the stuff that you're defining by putting the whole hairline thing together with that, because that's a metrosexual energy to that. Worried about what other people think. Women worry about what other people think. They buy Cosmopolitan magazine and worry about that, and people, and try to keep up with the ads in the magazines and on TV, and nobody cares about that in real life. When all the power and all the internet go down, social media's over, and it's life or death, ain't nobody gonna care about that. But you soft ass people gonna be the first ones to go. And it says soft to the touch. That's not a manly quality, right? Fine in clothing. Look at this. Soft, fine clothing, figurative, academized, soft, effeminate. See what other things it has in here. Let me see. No, we don't want that. It says, yeah, a male who submits his body. Yeah, we read that. Corinthians, yep. So, but people like this guy is teaching it, and I know he got views. I just took a picture not to put his whole thing out there. But I know when I clicked on it, it just popped up in my thing because I watched the video the apostles did. This is child's play. This is a child's play something. Just don't go down to zero guard on your haircuts, man. Just don't get the fade no more. Rock the Caesar. Get the all one length or something, or get the fro or whatever other hairstyles that you can get. Don't blonde your shit, because that's an effeminate quality, and we're not supposed to envy the oppressor, and that leprosy look is for the heathen. It's not supposed to be for Jake. That's a negative thing, right? And all that lineup, man, let all that hair lineup thing go, man. Let that shit go. And this dude actually was on there sprinkling on hair. He actually went into the bottle and was spraying his hairline on, his whole head. That is not real hair on his head. It just looks like it, you know, which is pretty sad. But the sadder truth is not this one individual. This is a whole generation and a whole society of people that believe like this man believes. And the Lord's not dealing with that. He's going to destroy that. Let me get to it. Let me get to another script. Let's go to I'm going to close out after that. This is let me get it. Matthew. The book of Matthew, chapter 5. I think it's like 19. Yep. Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and yes, that's a very least commandment. But if you break a least commandments and shall teach men so, hate to tell that homeboy, but he was teaching men to break the laws by lining your beard up, not rocking your natural, man. Whatever the Most High God put on your head to rock, you rock that to the best of your ability, man. You know? On your face, you rock that. All that razor blade shit, all that low zero guard clippers, nah, man. Nah. That's out. That's got to be out. And watch, you're gonna mess around. The apostles really gonna start getting real heavy on y'all about this, man. This is too easy. When you're watching videos, the first example should be the brothers out there teaching. We shouldn't be the ones being bad examples unto the flock. That's why I'm reading the script. It says, so whosoever shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do them, so like do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom. There's a purpose for this. There is a purpose for this. And for you Christians, I got to throw this in. I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. This is New Testament words out of who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his mouth right here. So he didn't do away with the laws of the Old Testament. I come not to destroy the law, it's the books of Moses, or the prophets, the books from Isaiah all the way through Malachi, through the Apocrypha even, right? I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from all this law to all be fulfilled. All has not been fulfilled. There's no, the law still stands today to do to the very best of your ability. Matter of fact, let me just for the Christian angle, let me hop on this script one time. I believe this is it. I need what verse is that? 15? Yes. Verse Romans 6 and 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. We do not break the law. We establish it. We establish the law. Matter of fact, I think that's right up here. So what shall we say? Romans 6 and 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Right? Let's see if I can find that established the law. Bear with me one second. Romans chapter 3 at the last verse. Yep, it says, do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. We establish the law. We establish the law. You brothers should already know that. We establish the law. We don't say, like when IUIC gets on us because they're fingering Jake about the law. They're not keeping the laws like that. The law is the answer. The law is not the answer. It's part of the answer though. The answer is faith. But to prove your faith, you got to practice the law. Rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability. By going and cutting your hair and being metrosexual, nah, man, that's not a show of faith, and that's not establishing the law. Lining up extra crispy, fading deep on the sides and all that, that's not establishing the law. So with that, I'm gonna close out. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Hey, man. Just do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about the world. Just focus on your salvation, man. The women will be there if that's what you're worried about. Your job won't be so mad. Trust me, the Most High has the ability to change the spirits of the people around you. You gotta have faith and believe in that. You think that whole beard movement was for the benefit of Rick Ross? No, that was for the benefit of you Israelites that's in this truth. So you wouldn't be completely ostracized by society. You know? So they couldn't just deem us complete terrorists back then because of our beards. It's now a good thing to rock a beard. But you guys have it's just a show of lack of faith if you're worried about your self-esteem and your image, man. How the world views you. That means you're an enemy to the Most High, and that you're a friend because you're trying to seek friendship of the world. So I'm gonna close out with that, man. Shalom.